go. I release, and I know I forgive, I receive, I can feel, I believe, I am healed, I am whole, I release, I know. No need to push, no need to try, no need to worry or question why. Surrender, let go, release, and know. I let go, I release, I know. Breathe, breathe.
Everyone wishes to live their best life. We experiment with various ways to achieve that, whether it is through study, competing, finding a partner, working hard, or admiring someone who inspires you. It is the quality of our inner being that does it all, or grapples with fulfilling life's calling. For the past 20 years, the Brahma Kumaris in Washington, D.C. has been a space for any and everyone to enter into and experience one's soul calling. From 1997, the center opened in an old rickety house on Georgia Avenue in Silver Spring, Maryland, where cars and trucks that passed by would shake the space. But when you were inside, it was a peaceful and powerful sanctuary for all who visited. Since then, over 2,500 events, 17 city and nationwide initiatives, 21 awards, 2 meditation museums have served youths, senior citizens, entrepreneurs, scientists, authors, women, interfaith, the disabled, environment, small businesses, arts seekers, and even leaders. Millions of lives have been served, either through social media, the popular America Meditating radio show, or through exhibitions, lectures, partnerships, and programs held in the meditation museums and centers. We look at 20 years of service as a continued journey of love, courage, wisdom, and determination with friends from diverse backgrounds and thought, who believe a better world is possible when we make ourselves better human beings. Meditation is an important tool that helps us to gain greater clarity, insights, and inner power so we can make healthy choices and amplify our capacity to live a full life. In times of great anxiety, insecurity, and fear, meditation is an essential practice for everyone to gain stability and inner strength. Just look at what a few dedicated, purposeful, and kind group of committed people have been able to achieve in 20 years. Thanks to everyone who have supported us along the way. And thanks in advance to those who believe in our work and power of intent. Brahma Kumaris Meditation Museums, where peace is inside.
I am strong, and my mind is powerful. I turn away from limiting thoughts and beliefs and old worry habits. I choose to fill my mind with energizing, helpful thoughts. I allow myself to return to a state of trust. I trust in life. I trust in myself. I trust. Everything I need, I already have. everything I need, I already have. Everything that I have a right to claim will come to me. Everything that I have a right to claim will come to me. I trust. I trust. Every person who belongs in my circle of love will find me. Every person who belongs in my circle of love will find me. Every purpose for which I came here will be fulfilled. Every purpose for which I came here will be fulfilled. I trust. I trust. Everything I no longer need will make way for something new. Everything I no longer need will make way for something new. Everything I need, I already have. Everything I need, I already have. I trust. I trust in life.
Om Shanti. Welcome to your next normal. I'm your host, Sister Jenna. Hope you enjoyed the opening of the meditation because it's all about creating peace in a world that seems to be quite noisy. Of course, because of the pandemic, things have gotten progressively quiet. It has definitely quieted down outside. I don't know where you're located personally, but I know in the nation's capital, we used to really grapple with heavy-duty traffic here. And now we just don't have much of that. You know, a lot of horns, cars, fire brigades, police vehicles. And now it's just a whole lot more quieter. And as you've heard, the nature too has started to restore herself naturally. But let's just say when it's not so quiet. For example, you're living in someone's home and they have on the news 24/7 and it's not what you want to keep hearing, but it's what it is. And for some reason, they can't hear you to at least make a compromise. How do you find your peace in the midst of that sort of a noise, right? So there's a lot of different ways. And tonight I just really wanted us to dive into this natural experience of peace before I go further into our time together. Each day we are offered a chance. And that chance is to bring us forward, not back, but to bring us forward into deep realizations. Realizations of the original worth and the original quality of the soul. Events and circumstances and relationships and situations, they are gifts to help us to see ourselves to see ourselves clearly. Because sometimes when you're by yourself and you don't have an energy sort of pushing into you or trying to push into you, it's not always so easy to be able to see into ourselves, to recognize where the changes need to occur or what we actually need to do. It's not easy when you're by yourself, and it's not easy when you're in a comfort zone and things are fine for you, or the people that you live with you're fine with and they're fine with you being absolutely whoever you are. You get complacent. We've seen in the United States of America when there seemed to have been some sort of a decorum or respectocracy that perhaps we hear it today, that people got complacent in the country, that they weren't as active in the government, they weren't listening much to what their cities or their towns required, and now people are super, super active in the United States of America. Why? Why has everyone kind of gotten woke to start to recognize their social issues or social needs or civil rights or even their political needs? I mean, what is happening is the energy. There's an energy pushing into you that is opposite to what you truly are at a deep level, but it's also a sort of a window to show you you've got some of that and you don't like it anymore. You know, you have some of that noise, you have some of that chaos, you have some of that dislike, you have some of that, and you don't want it anymore. So when you start to feel like the energy that is trying to push into you, it's not feeling comfortable, you're feeling repulsed by it, it's a sign to say you've had it, it's no more for me. And the moment you identify your time when it's enough and you've had it, that's when you start to think thoughts that perhaps you've been missing, but you also start to think thoughts that begin to take you somewhere deeper inside of yourself to find the missing peace. P-E-A-C-E. Whenever I'm up against a challenging time, it's the most fascinating feeling. There's a bittersweet experience. I don't know if you've ever felt that. There's like the bitterness of what you're going through. You don't want to be going through it. but the sweetness of how that bitterness actually directs my thoughts into a place that takes me closer to God, takes me closer to my power and my worth and who I am, and it takes me closer to love, to peace, to freedom, to a deep realization that actually starts to give me the feeling that I'm growing, I'm evolving, I'm getting into another class. And I don't know if you've ever felt that for yourselves too, when certain things are just not right. It just doesn't feel right. And you just start to feel like, I got this. I just don't know what it is. And you go and you think and you percolate and you mix it up inside, and you talk to your friends and you listen to programs like this, and you turn on the radio and you try to get positive courses, classes, you go to maybe your scriptures, or you go into silence, and something beautiful emerges in that chaos that's going on in your mind at the same time. Bittersweet, huh? At the same time, when you're feeling like you're done, you can't take it anymore, at the same time, there's a peace that's emerging within you to show you how powerful the energy of peace can be in the midst of chaos and confusion. And all of this that we're going through, and I am actually currently, and have been working on it more and more and more, is the power of my thinking. And I don't say that lightly. I'm thinking about it. The power in my thinking. Why is it that one person can think about, oh, I wish I could get $1,000, and somebody calls them, and the other person goes, oh boy, I'll never get $1,000 as a gift from anyone, and it doesn't come. It's the thinking. And I've been talking to friends and folks, what is that energy behind our thoughts that actually create the realities that we're living through? And everybody will tell me either interpretation, perception, intention. And what I've learned from Baba says it's their purity. If the soul is in a pure place, it's a beautiful long Hindi word that we use in our teachings. If the soul has reached a Sato Pradhan stage, Sato, pure, Pradhan, complete, has reached its climax of purity as an energy, that if I as a soul, at a vibrational level, as a person, as an energy, have that level of purity recorded in my character, in the sanskaras, in the subconscious, and I'm giving you all the languaging that you might come across in your life, whether it's your resolves, your subconscious, your personality trait, your memory track. That recording is there. That energy of purity needs to be there. Now, I want you to start to visualize yourself as a soul right now, which is the energy of light. I don't know if Santosh has the image of the face with the light in the middle, but imagine that you are the soul, and that energy of light is sitting behind your eye, just for a little bit, okay? And there's a whole function going on inside of you as an energy. You're thinking, you're making choices, you're gaining experiences. Just hold on and travel with me for this. You're thinking, you're making decisions, you're gaining experiences. How much did you do that today throughout the whole day? Every second, right? And also, as you're thinking, making your decisions or choices and gaining an experience, those experiences are recorded in you based on the intent, or let's use the language that I love from Baba, the purity that you carried with the thought you had and the energy of purity that moved you to choose to do this, knowing that whatever you decide to do with your thoughts, words, or deeds, it's going to create you, the person, the character, the personality, the resolves, the sanskaras. So just imagine for a while, okay, that inside of the sanskar is the experience that is being held in that little tiny energy of yours, the soul. And it has the motive recorded in it. This soul has given itself in this marriage, in this friendship, in this job, in this country, with the best of intentions, with the energy of purity. And what does that look like? And what does that feel like? They do it and want nothing back. It is in their doing that they are being blessed and served. It's a beautiful song by Sarah McLaughlin. I think it's The Prayer of St. Francis, right? So in their doing and in your doing, I just want to do it. Om Shanti. I move on to the next deal. You know, so many times we have meetings, and when we look at the achievements that Baba has put in front of us and the amount of service and opportunities that Baba has offered our lives, and we wish we had such a good publicist and a PR person to be able to communicate the enormous amount of work and intent and quality, so that individuals can be inspired to recognize they too can do the same. But that's another story. That's on another level. But I'm talking about the fact that when you just are bestowing, and there's something inside of your recording knowing, the more I offer, give, share, the more I'll receive. It's just the law of nature. It's the law of the universe. No human being can break that or make that into anything that it's not. It really is. It just exists. So imagine that there is a recording in you right now that is holding you in the form of purity. When there's also a recording in you and me and all of us where there's a recording that I wasn't necessarily quite pure in the choice that I made. And what does that mean? Well, I was more of a merchant with you, or I was more of a merchant in this deal, or I was more like, well, what am I getting from this? Sit with it for a little. If you're on the treadmill or exercising, jog with it for a little. So the thought is like, what am I getting if I do this for you? And that mixture of intention and that mixture of motive feeds algae, anger, lust, greed, attachment, and ego. And imagine if you and I do this over and over again, and without even thinking or without even asking why I am about to do what I do, and to apply the virtue of honesty in my answer of my why. To be very honest with my answer of my why, right? Every time we ask, why am I going to do this? Why am I going to say this? Why am I thinking this? We need to know what that answer is, because it's going to serve two personalities. Either the one that has a mixed motive, which means when I deeply feel I would love something to occur in my life, because either I saw it in somebody else and I feel inspired, or I read it somewhere and I felt inspired, or maybe from a child it was a calling and I felt inspired,
but for some reason my marriage got in the way, or kids got in the way, or a health issue got in the way, and it slowed me down from fulfilling this dream. It's taking longer because of the mixed motives. And in an interesting way, the mixed motives is the basis of all of our chaos and noise in our heads. You might be asking, what do I mean? Well, you feel a tug of war inside. You feel a push and pull. Speaking from experience, you feel a push and pull. You want to be the best, but your selfishness or another part of you that says, but what's in it for me, pulls you back. It's like to give freely. You know, I think about certain athletes like Michael Jordan, and I just remember him because, as you all know, we've been practicing little basketball thanks to Valerie Stills. That's left us to do some exercise in the daytime. But it was like, and maybe like Michael Jackson, maybe like Oprah Winfrey. I've got such a list of individuals. Chris Martin from Coldplay. I mean, I can just keep going on and on. When they choose to perform, act, say, do, it's as if they're so wrapped up in the talent of something that they have practiced for a very long time. There is no holding back. The holding back is connected to the motive that's mixed or the impurity of that motive, okay, which is mixture. And that holding back is what's not allowing that thought to have the fuel and the power of peace and purity. So sometimes we end up in moments of deep chaos, and we're trying to figure ourselves out. And there are moments where the chaos is making me get to a place of peace at some point. It is feeling like an oxymoron, the process that I'm going through. It is a tug of war. But why does that happen? And is that normal? And do I need to get addicted to feeling that I can only progress if there's chaos in my life? Or can I progress if I've understood how my soul is functioning and what I need to do in order to make it a smooth sail? Yes, it's okay to have some excitement. Yes, it's okay to have some challenge. But there's some of us in our lives, every morning we wake up, it's a challenge. It's a test. And the noise and the chaos of that experience sometimes takes us to a place we don't even feel we have the purity in our peace to navigate our way out of it. And we succumb to the noise, and we succumb to the drama. You know, we have a little puppy here, and Happy's just the best pup. I mean, the best service animal one could ever ask for. But she's a little drama queen. When anybody comes to the home, or let's say I'll be by the window, the door, and I'll just say, Happy, who's that? Okay, and see, her head just popped up in the studio. Like she's just ready to go run and see what it is, what's going on. She's like a little old, what they call Tess. And forgive me if there's anyone watching whose name is Tess. But she's like this little old Tess, you know, what happened? Where is it going? Huh? She's just a little bit of a drama queen. One time Santosh went to visit his relatives in Wisconsin, and he's at the airport, and he saw a keychain, and the keychain said, Drama Queen. Milwaukee. And the keychain said, Drama Queen. And with an enormous amount of enthusiasm and happiness and joy, he goes, oh, Sister Jenna's going to love this. She's such a drama queen. So what he meant, I said, Santosh, so wait, I'm sure you all are laughing out there right now at me. Here was the story. What had happened was that for 2.5 to 3 years, I was doing a research on drama. Is our life fixed, ordained, scripted for us? And are we just mere actors playing out our part? Or do we really have a choice? So just about every day or so I would talk about the drama. So he bought me this keychain calling me the drama queen, thinking of me in that term. But what he didn't realize that a drama queen meant something else. And I was like, I can't believe you bought me this keychain. He's like, yeah, you're the drama queen. I go, I am not a drama queen. And then when he realized what it actually meant, he was like, oh, that's not you. Back to the story. But the whole thing is that sometimes we just have this recording where some of us wake up because we went to bed in that state of chaos. And we woke up in chaos. And we share it with our family and friends as if it's normal. And if, let's say, your chaos is not necessarily yelling or screaming at anyone in the family, but it's being very contemptuous, you know. It's like you're just internally, you're really upset. And everybody can feel the vibrations. That is hard. It's hard for folks to navigate it. So I want us to go back into the soul. Imagine there's a part of you that's already in you. It's already there. And it's just pure. You do what you do because it's just what there is to do. You've got 2 hands, 2 feet, you've got health or whatever, you just do it. So it's just pure. So as a result of that purity, the thoughts that you have are saying, I am God's child, I'm a soul, I am pure, and I'm here to share, to give, to bestow. And you move on. Like just a saint. It's such a need of these times to actually meet individuals who just do that. And to imagine how it feeds that individual to just give, wanting nothing in return, because in their giving they were receiving. That will add to your peace like you would not believe. But what if we're one of those folks that in the giving there's a slight motive? What am I getting in return? Check it even for yourself. How it feels like whenever you make a decision with that mixed motive, how you feel like it holds back your fortune in life. Like it doesn't feel benevolent, it feels mixed. Push and pull, a tug of war. Sometimes you want to do something so great, but something holds you back where it's like, oh, you're not good enough. That's mixed motive. And that's chaos, actually. Can you imagine? You want to do something incredible, but you doubt yourself. And to doubt yourself is also an element of chaos. Did you know that? Self-doubt creates a lot of chaos and confusion. So how do I navigate through this reality? Because everyone in the world has a motive. Something is still a mixture in you. I'm inviting you to remember God so much. Your connection to the energy of light, the supreme being, the ocean of love, the ocean of peace, God Almighty, Allah, Jehovah, Krishna, Khuda, Bhagwan, the 6th element, whatever it is that makes your heart sing. Whenever you start to remember a relationship, a personality, such as even God, let's just use God, and you feel the purity and the power in that connection, it will actually remind you, but isn't this me? It'll remind you that this is me. And you start to say, well, why would I even want anything from this person? So many of us are going through great chaos by having a relationship where we're in the relationship expecting the other person to fulfill our void. And Baba is there. Look at that beautiful image of light. Baba is the source of light, the generator, the one that can fill the soul with the feeling it's looking for. A lot of times, all we're looking for is a feeling to comfort the spirit. And once the spirit is comforted, then it starts to manifest. There's no push and pull. It naturally comes to you. And I'm experimenting with that a lot. Within the last, I would say, 2 years, just looking at, I know my greatest resource are my thoughts, and yet I still feel they're not powerful enough yet to really manifest the purest of thoughts. There's something Baba has said that has always touched me in our advanced classes. And Baba said that all of your pure desires, they will always be fulfilled. And I invite you to sit with that for a little bit. My pure desires will be fulfilled. What are your pure desires? Write them down tonight. Imagine how your life would be when they actually come to you, emerge through you, and become your reality. And because of sometimes being so entrenched in the chaos, somehow that peace took you to a place inside of yourself that maybe brought you to this realization of the importance of going back to a pure place. Daddy Janki has told us many times, you will never be able to experience peace unless you're pure at heart. And that would always sit in me like, that is so true. So she would say the foundation of your peace is in your purity. And I go, that's true, Daddy. That is so true. Because look at the connection of peace and purity. You know, really, can I be at peace if there are mixed motives? I can't. So if there's an element of algae, I can't find my peace. It's not possible. Let's go into a little meditation and dive deeper into our peace so that we can feel our energy and our love. And when we come back, we'll be able to have our moment together. Okay?
Om Shanti. I sit quietly. I turn inwards. I visualize the point of light, the source of energy that I am. I am located in the center of my forehead. I am a being of light. In this awareness, rays of light extend into my physical body, and the light soothes and heals and energizes my entire physical system. The body becomes calm and relaxes. All the tension
melts away, and the body becomes quiet and peaceful. And now my mind becomes free to go into the depth of the inner being. Already, the speed of my thoughts has slowed down, and now I choose not to let my thoughts be distracted by the physical body, not to look at the scenes outside, nor to listen to the sounds outside, but to focus on that which is within my own inner being. I can feel peace within myself. I discover I am peace. Peace isn't something outside of me. Peace is within me. I can savor the sweetness of the feeling of peace. Peace is my own natural quality. This is how I used to be. And now that I know this, I am this. And I can be this whenever I choose. In this awareness of peace, the vibrations of peace extend into my entire physical system. And my body returns to a state of harmony, a state of good health. The vibrations of peace spread out into the room, and from this room out into the world. And with every thought of peace, I make a contribution towards peace in the world. Om Shanti.
Beautiful. Mhm. I hope everyone's feeling very calm and feeling really special tonight. That you can really feel that you've taken that leap, that next step from the chaos in here. Don't worry about the chaos out there, but the chaos in here into the place of peace. So, the usual, let me shout out to our beautiful family out there. Denise too, I still get emotional when I hear that Om Shanti song, which was birthed from our 7th annual America Meditating Retreat on Zoom. Can you believe it? It was that powerful. Nagasri, thank you for joining in the Zoom dance. I saw you guys. Actually, I was rehearsing my Zoom dance today. I started with my blowing of the conch shell and this, which is the hold your 3 hands, and then let it go, then let it go, and then bam, and then bam. Santosh came upstairs and go, oh, sister, you really are getting the dance. So I am so into trying to get this because I'm like the worst dancer on the planet. But I'm very, very, I'm very determined to get it. So anyway, Varsha, very warm welcome to the tribe. And Denise, I'm so glad that the night has touched you. Erica, Om Shanti. Louise, nice to have you. Manakshi, saw you also dancing in the rehearsals, so this was great. And Praveen, nice to have you. Bimla, Miracle Mary's been a long time. CJ, Asmita, Om Shanti. Asmita, why are you not dancing in the Zoom dance? Come on board. You'd love it. Mercedes from Peru. Mercedes, you've got to get into the Diwali Zoom dance. I think there was a link sent out to everyone, or if Antonia or someone can put the link in now, the comments, that there's a Zoom practice tonight at 8:30 p.m. EST, which will be in 1 more hour from now. So wherever you are, it'll be 1 hour from now. And Aditi will take you through the practice, and she'll do both the Eastern and the Western version. And Dimples, nice to have you from New Jersey. Om Shanti. Mariam, Aziz, God bless you too, my dear. The Rally Show, Alika, Om Shanti. Jennifer Scotland. And Fatima Diraj, nice to have you. Lilawati, Om Shanti. Bryn, Denise, Grace, darling, nice to have you with us. Ranju, Annette, Nikki Dicky, Wendy, Jigna, Kailash, Divyani, Shobha, Rupal from Mysore, India. Rupal, aap kaise hai? Everything is okay? So we're going to have to get you to America pretty soon, huh? It's time for you to come on over here, get a little taste of the American vibe, so that you can say, oh, America's not too bad, whatever they say on the news. So come on down and visit us. And those of you who are on Facebook, Santosh has been pulling my ear to say, you're not talking to the Facebook family and they're on. So, hi. Om Shanti. Hello, Lucienne. Very nice to have you. So nice to be with you. Patricia Broughton, Om Shanti. And my family, my beautiful family, Sawadika from Thailand. Wonderful to have you. Marissa, Om Shanti. Buenas noches. Damon. Hey, Damon. And Mohan Lal, we came in on a train ride from New York, heading up, and that's where we met. So it was wonderful to have you with us tonight. So hopefully I haven't forgotten anyone tonight. So do know that you're in our hearts. And again, we are so excited about the Diwali Dance short film production. And we're really inviting everyone. And please know, you don't have to be a great dancer. I've got 2 left feet, okay? And still, Santosh came up and saw me conk. Dum, 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 dum. I'm getting there, everyone. Dum, dum. It's got to be 3 fingers. Dum. And then open it up, right? Dum, dum. And then dum, dum. And then da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Anyway, I'm just sitting. I'm just so excited because I love the song that we're also using the Diwali dance to. And I think yesterday it was on the show as well that we played. But Santos just uploaded it on Meditation Museum YouTube. I think an America Meditating or a Meditation Museum. So it's on Meditation Museum, the two styles of the dance, the Western version, which I was actually expecting to do because it's slow. It's like dum, 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 dun, 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 dun. So I was actually going to do that one. But now I'm kind of feeling the challenge to take on the ditties dance move. So we'll see how it comes out. But here's what's going on. The rehearsals have been taking place every night. So tonight there's a rehearsal at 8:30 p.m. to 9 p.m. And tomorrow another rehearsal, 8:30 p.m. to 9 p.m. And I think Antonia can put the Zoom link in the comments section if it's possible. And there's also another rehearsal at 9:30 in the morning to 10 a.m. And those are for people who are on the other side of the world, whether it's in the Middle East, India, China, Thailand. So in that section, you can also tune in to practice with Aditi the dance until we synchronize it, and then actually do the filming of the dance synchronized on Zoom. It's really been bringing us together and so endearing. She had a group of kids and it was fascinating to just see them. And there was one beautiful young lady. Her name is Inashi, I think, and Inashi. And she would be so sweet. She must be about 7. And she would say, Didi, it's a little too fast for me. And she's like, okay, no problem. We'll slow it down. And there's just this, again, I just have to tell you, everything that Baba brings to us, it comes from this energy of purity. So we're putting our whole heart and soul into this to just make it a gift to our humanity and then move on, just continue. So it's my invitation that all of you just get involved. I'm pretty sure it'll make you feel so good. And you'll bring the family involved and it'll just be sweet. I have to confess, I did laugh a lot until my tummy hurt today when I was looking at some of the practices. But my laughter was of myself, that I can only imagine what I'm going to look like when I'm actually recording my practice as well. But anyway, hopefully you can join us. And of course, if you'd like some more information, just feel free to email us at info@americameditating.org. And that will help us to kind of keep a track on everything that's going on with everyone. All right, well, Dandyavad, thank you so much. Lots of blessings. Om Shanti. I hope you're feeling a lot more peaceful tonight. And hopefully Baba said something through I, the soul, Baba's instrument, that touched your heart today, that made you feel a lot more stronger, and to let you believe more in your power of peace, your power of love, and your power of truth. And if you haven't gone out, if you're in the United States and you haven't voted yet, please let's do that. I know the weather's a little yucky today, but there were people who were out in the rain in New York and all over, and they were voting. So nonetheless, just let's go out there. I was told that if you haven't mailed in your ballot yet, then go in personally and drop it off. So let's see. All right, my dears, take good care. Om Shanti. Have a lovely night. All the very best. Thanks for joining us. Hello, everyone. We're coming up to Diwali, and the America Meditating production is produced